Hi everyone, welcome back and thank you for being here. Thank you for your participation in the competition. The right answer was a picture of my dog Haley, which faded in at about 14 minutes 2 seconds and faded out at about 14 minutes and 5 seconds. I am really surprised that so few of you actually found it. But never mind, it was fun and better luck next time. We'll do it again, I promise. But nothing comes easy in life and hardly anything is really free. So let's talk about old Omid Scobie for a bit before I announce the winner. Now, as much as I love you, I will hate myself if I should buy that darn book. Based on just what I can see from the little bit that is out at the moment, it appears to be so far removed from reality that it looks like something Megan herself wrote. Old Omid says that they, Meghan and Harry, had nothing to do with the book, and he is not their friend either. But then I wonder, what has he been doing in California so often the last couple of months? Or so he said. I mean, he was the one bragging that he is in California, not me. Anyway, he need not have been anywhere near California either. There is email or WhatsApp or Zoom calls or a million other ways. Yep, Omid also said he did not interview Megan for his upcoming book. Did anyone even ask him whether he interviewed her? So why would he make such a prominent statement when not asked? But I mean, okay, fine. But, like I said, he did not have to. I guess a few reminders and notes from her to him, or from her via her staff or a friend to him, just like the last time. I mean, would suffice, I'm sure. Actually, he would not have to interview her if she wrote the entire book for him. I mean, seriously, I saw about 5 or 6 random pages, and it is absolutely ridiculous. But let's get into it. Let's have a quick look or quick rundown of all old Scobie Snap's main ridiculous claims. Number one, according to Scobie, William is snapping at Charles's heels and viciously eyeing the throne. No, 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 no. I did not need to wait for Scobie's book to know there are indeed significant differences of opinion between Charles and William. I mean, ask anyone. It really is no secret. But as far as William's ambition to become king as soon as possible, that is just utter rubbish, and coming from someone, either old Scobie or his puppet master, who clearly does not know how the monarchy works. William made it very clear that his children feature very prominently among his and Catherine's priorities. William is also heavily embroiled and hands-on busy with his homeward bound homelessness project, as well as with Earthshot, etc. The moment he becomes king, he will have far less time for his children and these projects. The other issue is that the moment he becomes king, he takes over the Duchy of Lancaster, and the Duchy of Cornwall goes to George. Now, George, poor little George, is only 10. I promise you all, William is more than willing to wait, like he himself says. It's not like he stays awake at night waiting to be king or even worrying about it. As far as I know, and as far as I can gather from everybody, if William had his way, he will gladly wait another 10 years or more. I mean, go ask him if you don't believe me. He is quite open and vocal about it, without, obviously, wanting to create the impression that he does not want to be king. I mean, that's not the case. He accepted his role and his future, but is quite happy doing what he's doing now. So Omid and his handler clearly did not consider the consequences when he or she wrote this crap. Then Omid writes that William thinks Harry has been brainwashed by an army of therapists. Well, yes, so what? We all think that. That is no secret either. I think I even said so or something to that effect in a couple of videos. I remember in particular talking about it in a video in which I also talked about myself seeing a therapist years ago and him telling me that if he is not making an impact in 4 to 6 weeks, I should go and find another therapist. Remember something like that? Well, yes, I remember that video very well. So Scobie saying that a source close to William told him that is likely a lie. He could have heard that anywhere and from anyone, even from my little channel. I honestly cannot see anyone close to William or Catherine speaking to Omid, as we all know that William had banned old Scobie from his events and banned his press office from talking to Omid Scobie. So I'm asking you, who close to William would risk it? No one that I know about. Ugh, and then old Scobie speaks out about Catherine and Megan and blah, 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 fish cakes. He makes Catherine sound like a mindless, spineless amoeba with an accent posher than her husband. Well, Omid, did you know that Diana had elocution lessons and that Megan can certainly do with some? It is hard to believe that she has a major in theatre, as Megan knows nothing about projection either. I'm just saying, I also had acting lessons in my younger days. Oh boy. And then Omid goes on about the Queen's passing and poor 3-year-old, oops, I mean 39-year-old Harry being left on his own and the Queen's condition being kept from him. Now that is the most ignorant, the most stupid BS I have ever heard or read. Me, dumb, clueless, backward, call me what you like, South African, had been following the saga on various news outlets that day on YouTube, and while doing so was on the phone with my British friend Kathy before the Queen's death was formally announced. I remember distinctly Kathy saying to me, the Queen is dying or already dead, because all the announcers had suddenly or slowly but surely changed their attire to black. So do not tell me Harry did not know or it was kept from him. I mean, I can just imagine Megan back at Frogmore sitting glued to the television. And you want to tell me that she wouldn't pick up her cell phone and phone Harry? Oh, Harry, Harry, your grandma's dying. Come on. Really? Or anybody else? An aide, a cousin, kept from him? Then he must have been deaf, dumb, and blind on that particular day. If I knew exactly what was happening all the way down here in Africa, how the hell could he not? Seeing the Queen's hands when she met Liz Truss, I knew her days were few. Again, Kathy and I spoke about it, and Kathy even suggested that it was possibly cancer. And Kathy is likely listening to this video so she can give a thumbs up in the comment section to prove to you that I'm telling the truth. Again, Kathy and I spoke about it. And like I said, Kathy even suggested it might be cancer. As a matter of fact, during the Platinum Jubilee, Kathy and I said the Queen will be gone before the year is out. You need not have been a medical genius or family to see it. But Harry, via his Minister of Propaganda, wants us to believe that no one told him. I don't believe it, and besides, no one needed to tell him. If he was any sort of an adult who really loved and cared for his grandmother, he would have noticed it. And didn't the Queen invite him to Balmoral? And he did not have time for her? I mean, he could have been there before she even passed. But he listened to his wife and gave interview after interview and parading around hoping to be papped. And all of that was far more important. So hush, Omid Scobie. Once again, you are either dumb or you were lied to, because you should go do some real investigative journalism and find out why the plane with William, Andrew, Edward, and Sophie on board was sitting on the tarmac for more than 20 minutes. Maybe Scobie should try and find out why Sophie was so angry at Megan that she glared at her with daggers in her eyes during the funeral. So Scobie is so thick that he, as a supposed royal reporter, went through all of this and still has not worked out the truth for himself. It is laughable. Oh, but I forgot. He is the royal reporter who announced that the Queen's body was being transported by train, when in reality it was transported first by car and then by aeroplane. Let that sink in. Even so, that makes it even worse, because he still did not learn his lesson then. No, no, no. He still listens to his puppet master and goes and writes a book about all the bullshit. But let's move on. Hey, hey, hey. Then Omid writes that Charles was tearful when Andrew was stripped of his military titles, as he was fearful of Andrew's mental health. Yes, so fearful of his brother's mental health that he still went ahead and tried to kick him out of Royal Lodge. Make that make sense. Omid is talking shit and just filling pages. According to Omid, William was instrumental to Andrew being stripped, and Charles wanted no part of it. Nonsense. The Queen was still alive, so she would have consulted Charles and William, but William's opinion would, at the time, have counted less than his father's and less than that of the Queen's Prime Minister and advisers. Besides, it was the various branches of the military who approached the Queen and suggested it because of the nature of the allegations. William had very little to do with it. And like I said, once again, this nonsense was written by someone who does not know how the monarchy works. So, I mean, your guess is as good as mine. Who is it? Who is the ignoramus? Omid or Megan? Or the both of them? Oi, and then, again, the whole debacle about Archie's skin color. What a load of rubbish. I am not even going to go into the whole, oh, everyone does it kind of thing, because everyone does that. Oh, I wonder whether baby will be blonde like mommy or dark haired like daddy, blah, blah, blah. What I think is going on here is that Megan has been trying to build the narrative that she was forced to use a surrogate or IVF because the British royal family were concerned about an heir having a darker skin. And maybe Uncle Tyler Perry's auntie can shed more light on this. All I remember, that is my doggy stretching on the bed here. All I remember is that something like that was said and indicated in a conversation in which Tyler Perry's aunt were a party to. Then Scobie reckons that Harry is in a good place, that Harry works out regularly, that his routine includes bike rides and ice baths. Ice baths. Okay, brilliant. I wonder who told Scobie about the ice bath. Yes, my friends, one lie on top of another, one dramatization on top of another, a load of largely imaginary nonsense, even worse than Netflix, The Crown. Okay, so that is it from me, and now let's do it and announce the winner. Dragon Man again did the honors for us, and the winner must please contact me via email at bookwormonthecase@gmail.com and provide me with her name and delivery address and everything else needed for an Amazon delivery. Once you have received your delivery and confirmed it with me, I'll delete your details and it will never be shared with anyone. Also, please, please put the word winner in the description line of your email so I can recognize it among all the other email. Okay, so have you waited long enough? Maybe I should announce the name now. What do you think? Okay, let's do it. The winner is Adele1830, who chose Angela Kelly's book. Congratulations. Now, please send me those details. Okay, guys, that's me. Now I'm going to go have a nice shower and a peaceful, quiet rest of my and your Sunday. Because I said I'll announce the winner on Monday and I'm a little early. I'll do so again tomorrow. If the prize is not claimed by Friday, we will do a redraw. But the competition is now officially closed. So, guys, enjoy the rest of your day and take care of yourselves until we meet again on the next one. Bye.